Oh, man. For all of my West Coasters, good morning. And then for all of my East Coasters, good afternoon. And for all of my friends across the pond, good evening. So happy to have you here. Oh, Wax is over here wild and on the Darjeeling. I hope you're all having a great day. I'm going to come out with an apology. I'm all congested. My head's like a balloon. Allergies are killing me. How dare they? But hell or high water, we're going to meet with you guys, meet with the community. Here we are. Copper's over there digging around for something. Copper dog, what are you doing? He doesn't know. Copper, come here. Come say hi to nice folks. Come here. Let's say hi to the chat. Oh, buddy. Here he comes. There he is. Hi, Scout. Matt, good evening. I hope you're all having a great day. How is everybody? Hope you're better than me with all these stinking allergies. What the heck? You gotta share the camera, dude. Oh, we got Paul here. We got Rage, dude. What's up, buddy? I hope you're having a great day, bud. So, as you can see, the ginkgo gate is gone. Like a fart in the wind, it's gone, baby. It's off to get finished. The actual finish of it, not get finished. I'm going to be finishing the darn thing with all the glass. But speaking of glass, now that's on to the chopping block is Scorpio. Scorpio right here behind me. I'm really looking forward to wrapping that up. Are you guys enjoying the Constellation series? I hope you are. It's Copper Dog, yeah. I managed to win over the weather today. That's great. Yeah, it's a beautiful day here too. Rage, yes. I just haven't, there's a lot of editing and stuff involved, you know. Yes, I am, Paul. Good deal. Oh, I'm so glad you guys are enjoying it. You know, it's been a joy to build. Yeah, so we got Scorpio on the to-do right now. But speaking of glass, I think I forgot it. It's in the house. But I got all of the beautiful aqua colors for the Scorpio sculpture. I'm hoping to have that done by this week, middle of this week, because I kind of need to, because I'm going to be flown out up to Washington to do some blacksmith demos. Really looking forward to that. You know, I always love to teach, to inspire, you know, not only here, but live and in person. You've been making some bottle openers? Heck yeah. It's a great, day-long project, you know, to forge out. That's great. And I'm trying to get him to a craft store. That's actually one of the talking points I try to inspire my my apprentices, my online apprentices with, is getting into a brewery or something like that for your bottle openers and stuff like that, because you can brand them. You could totally brand them to the brewery. They're your work, but it's incentive for the brewery to have them in their stock. That's actually a lot of bread and butter that kind of got me here. What am I drinking today, Paul? I am drinking a lovely Darjeeling tea. It's knocking the cobwebs out. You know what I mean? It's Sunday. We got a good work day ahead of us. I hate the brain fog of allergies. You know, I feel like I got a beehive or a hornet's nest in my sinuses. Goodness. Rack, hello everyone. Yes, buddy. So good to have you here. Your work is deeply inspiring. Sorry, I got allergies today, so I'm a little stuffy. A little bit of Randolph, the red-nosed blacksmith. You know what I mean? One of the ladies at my church managed at the store and likes my work and wants to sell them there. See, that's what's up. About community, leaning into everybody's skills because they're leaning into yours. Let it be, I can't even think. Let it reciprocate. You know what I mean? Oh, Littlefoot's here. Yay. And Kendall. Oh, we got a whole bunch of the patrons in here. Cheers. Good morning, happy Sunday, everybody. Oh, how terrific. And I'm dog sitting. Kelly, come here. I'm dog sitting this goofy girl. Come here, Kelly. Come here. Come here, come here. Oh, yes. This goofy dog. Oh. It's my father-in-law's dog. But we kind of have like a doggy hotel. All the dogs want to be here for some darn reason. Man, happy to be here. Yay! Oh, you guys. Yeah, she's kind of a puppy. She's right now got the spinets in the diggets and she's raising all kinds of hell, stirring up dust over there. What kind of... Can you even see Copper Dog noodling around over there? What's it? This dog is crazy. Copper brings all dogs to the yard. This is true. Rack, this is true. Would you watch a tree grow? Or a Negro? Nave, I don't understand. I love watching trees grow, though. You know, like out here on the little bit of property that I do have, there's been a couple of trees that I've been like nurturing and watching grow. And that's a joy. When you have like long form entertainment like that, when you can like, I don't know, nurture something, it's the best. Still waiting on your, oh my God, the fantasy shop animal rage. That was a fun conversation we had. I loved that. That was a blast. A shop chimp, totally. But I want him to be proper. Like, did you ever watch the Umbrella Academy? Like him. You know, he needs to be a buttoned up gentleman to balance me out. You know what I mean? Oh, a little dust bunny. Got to be named Charles, of course. Got to be named Charles, of course. That's the only option here. She brings so much dirt into the house. That's a problem. Well, we live on a dirt road, and my goodness, it's tough to keep things clean. But I like to think of it as like Weasley-esque. You know, it's cottagecore, you know what I mean? But so since I have my glass all cut out, I need to start laying down the circles for this glass here. Right here, into Scorpius. So what I do is I build these frames, and there's two, and I weld them about like 3/16 apart. 3/16 apart so that the glass can slide in, and then I seal them up and then quench it super quick so the glass doesn't like melt or shatter or just even crack, you know what I mean? Have I ever made a leaf bottle opener? Oh, buddy. A lot. A lot of leaf bottle openers. Copper, quit it. Come here. Can you hear the racket this guy is causing? Come here, Copper. He wants to show off for you guys. That's what he's doing. He's like, I'm going to catch this guy as a mouse. Come here, dude. First of all, show me your butt. Look at this. Come here. Look at him. He's got a streamer. Just big old dust bunnies and iron shavings. All right. Come hang out with us, dude. Settle down and just chill with the guys here. They're becoming your favorite project? That's great. Lean into it. Make the heck out of them before you get tired of them. You know what I mean? Do you prepare the glass yourself? So what I do is I not support, but like I like collaboration. She's got it all lined out. She's got all the glass. Like when you walk into Carol's glass, she's great. Speaking of cottage, it's this little cottage that is just packed with stained glass. One of my apprentices just stopped by there the other day. And yeah, you walk in there and it's just to the gills with glass. So she's got it all there and she's got all the tools. So I just send her a template. She cuts it out and then I place it in. Copper's so cute. I know. Copper, don't go back to doing that. None of that. He'd see him beeline. He's like, okay, good, I'm free. He's literally the perfect size. That's right. Did you hear that, buddy? You're the perfect size wiener. Yeah, dude. Steven, you're here, dude. I know, right? Talking about being a bull in the china shop. You know, bigger guys like us, we're just like, um, you know, like little ladies would. I mean, like it's would even have a hard time getting through there. And then, like, of course, you know, like the floorboards kind of sink a little bit, and the whole place just kind of shifts and moves with all the tchotchkes kind of rattling and stuff. You're just like, woo. It's hilarious. Like she is a character. We just went there to pick up the glass and and you know, of course, I give her all the templates for the ginkgo gate now that that's all done and buttoned up. And she said that she like made us a cup of tea. Oh my gosh! And she like gave us a bunch of eggs from all of her girls. Like I highly suggest you get your like if whatever trade you're in, whatever art form you expertise into. Come on, quit it. The hell, you know whatever you do, meet people that can like help you with materials, whatever, and just like bring them into your team. You know, it's great. It's a great habit to do. Yeah, we got to talk to her for a while. Oh, she's chatty. She's great, isn't she? Oh my God, I've been working with her for over 15 years now, which is crazy to think about. Making lanterns and lighting fixtures and stuff. Ooh, ever consider incorporating LED neon lights into your project's range? That's a great question, buddy. Yes, and I have quite a bit, especially LEDs, because you have the RGB. You have that lovely spectrum where you can get like cyan and magenta with all these kind of different mixtures. I love it. I really love color, and especially when it comes to just light. Like I love light when it comes to color. I don't like to paint my work. What I would like to do is just make it reflective and shine different angles of light onto it. Which actually brings me to my next big news for you guys that just came out of the shop. I wrapped up a pretty neat little scale model of probably the biggest and very much more expensive thing I've ever proposed. It's going to be about 110 feet long, 20 feet tall. It's going to be this massive forced perspective sculpture experience on a roundabout. And talking about, you know, polished stainless steel and different angles of shining lights to create different three-dimensional phenomenon at, you know, the way this thing kind of works. And I'm so excited. We met with them. So you're in this like conference room, right? You can imagine me, right? Just imagine this. I gotta get dressed up a little bit in this conference room. There's a bunch of big decision makers, and then I'm like proposing this really big project. And to quote the owner, knocked it out of the park. So I'm really excited. I couldn't be happier with, you know, the main challenge is portraying information, right? Leaving no question unanswered. Making sure that, you know, any doubts are alleviated. It's really important. And we just sent the number, the range, and it's been radio silence so far. So I'm over here like typewriter, chewing on my fingernails, nervous about the cost of the thing. But this is gonna be like probably twice as big as my largest project. So buckle up, folks, if they say yes. Littlefoot, thank you so much. I don't think it could have gone better, you know? And like when it comes to, like, I don't know if I've got the job yet. I got plenty of work, so don't worry. We got the Steel Stampede coming down the line, which I'm really pumped for. But passion is a big part of what you're selling. You know what I mean? Like, and it's got to be authentic, because if you're just it feels like you know. Do you remember back in like high school and grade school, you do like the pep rallies or the you know, the guest speakers, and it felt just very contrived, you know? It felt very contrived, and you can kind of see through this like placated acting thing, and it's just like, ugh, gross. people can sniff right through it. So it's got to be very authentic passion, but passion is a very important part of your client experience. If you're working with a client, if you're doing commission paintings, portraits, whatever you're doing, could be building trailers. I don't care. Passion's important. Cow, hey! So excited for everything cross that I can. Rack, oh, buddy. Catherine's here? Oh, yay. Yay, Catherine. That model, it was like I finished the model on the day of. It was all forged to stainless. It was funny. So I ended up utilizing, in a very curious way, a tool that I helped the apprentice program forge. It's a little bottom fuller, much like a swedge block. But it's a little bottom swedge. And you can see what's polished, but I used this half square die. It just goes into your hardy hole on top of the anvil. And I made this kind of triangular shape that would mimic hollow fabrication, which I'm really excited to head down to because I've never seen anything like it. Nothing like it ever existed before now. And I want them to say yes. They have to say yes because I'm not going to be able to get it out of my head. I used to do sculptures with the historic steel industry. Oh, that's rad. I love getting knee deep in their archives. Rack, I think one of my favorite aspects of what I do is the R&D process, right? Getting into your research, like researching, the local area, your client business, very curated, very specifically to them. That is the real joy of it. Yeah, buddy. Like I actually have some very meaningful work coming down the line. Actually, after this, there's a taco takeover for the Vets Hall. They're fundraising for this new memorial that they're hoping that I will build for them. We're still talking. This is very early on because we have like the Historical Society, we have the city to talk about, we have the Parks and Rec department. Hopefully, I can win over Ron Swanson. But yeah, it's gonna be a blast, and this is definitely the direction I want to take my work. I love working for private clients, but I really want to get my work public. You know what I mean? Anyways. But I'm going to be going over there after this if I don't have the sniffles too bad. My goodness. Meet with kind of the head curator. But part of that entire research R&D process is going to be talking with vets. I'm not a vet, I just been, in the trenches of my workshop my entire life. That's it. So, but here in the States, if you're not in the States, you might not understand, but like here, you can't live in any of these beautiful states without being touched by a service member in some regard. Like service is a big deal here. And I want to do them justice by doing interviews, by really digging in really deep into all the different branches, all that good stuff. I'm actually very much looking forward to that process. And I think it's going to be a deeply emotional one. They will say yes. We're manifesting it. Littlefoot, cross them fingers and toes. Yeah. That'll be such a rewarding and humbling experience. Rack, absolutely. Humbling is the key word here. Because you can't have an ego and make meaningful work. I swear it. You just can't. I don't know what it is about it, and like when an artist becomes really famous or gets that ego, their work just kind of wow. There's a lot of artists that I admire when all of a sudden they get the ego, their work just kind of blah. Because I feel like there's an element of servitude. There's an element of service that coincides. And once you lose that act of like trying to push something up rather than push something down, there's a difference and people feel it. My dad's a veteran. Yeah. Air Force and Navy, Littlefoot, 100%. Just like damn near all my cousins, my uncle, all of, especially when we're looking back, into further generations. You know, all of our granddads making things mediocre. Kendall Gow dropping some wisdom on us, Kendall. Yes. Ego takes over instead of, oh man. You guys, to the patrons, my goodness. But I want to go full circle by talking about circles. But first, I need to blow my nose because my head's about to pop. But I need to mark down some circles for this sculpture. And like I said before, I'm really happy that you guys are really like enjoying this sculpture series. You know, this is Scorpius, right? And then there'll be glass all throughout, all hand forged steel. But we gotta make the frames for the glass. You know, that's our next important thing. Now, what we need to do now is we need a count. Got tea all over the anvil. I'm over here spilling the tea. Talk circles, no way. Hey, Littlefoot, don't you judge me. Circles are it, man. And other people are seeing them too. I swear it. Circles, there's something about them. There's something else going on here. All right, so as I look here, we got one. Whoa. What did Kendall say? Kendall, what are you doing? Oh yeah, ego is the bad habit. Yeah, that was such a good statement. My goodness. No judgment. We love circles. I'm just messing with you. Littlefoot. Also, did you guys enjoy the kind of Q&A with the cast members for Unpredicted Party? So I'm looking at 1 4-inch circle, right? We got 1 4-inch circle. We have 1, 2, should have 3 inches. Actually, let me go get the glass. Oh, you guys want to see the glass? Yeah, what the heck am I doing? You guys want to see the glass? But I will have to leave you for just a moment. And you know what? On the way there, I'm going to pass my favorite rose bush. So that means I got to pick you guys a rose. I'll be right back. Coming back, nobody panic. I'm here. Okay. Oh, I kind of grabbed half the plant, but look at her. Huh? Get out of town. I know this is going to help my allergies, but totally worth it. Oh, yeah. It's the good stuff right there. Let's see. I mean, come on. It's my favorite stinking rose bush, and she is ablaze with roses right now. Let's see what we got, because I don't remember what we decided upon. So, Scorpius. Excuse me while my nervous system recovers from nearly dropping this piece of glass. All right. But Scorpius is a aqua color. It's a water sign. Oh, cool. And we got, so these all go in very specific places. So I got all of my notes, but we got 1, 2, and you kind of see it. I don't want to take my my tape off because it's what needs to go where. Oh, but look, oh, like bottle blue glass. All right, so we got two inchers so far. Oh gosh, I just love these blue colors. That like turquoise. It's one of my favorite colors actually. And what's interesting, it is the kind of glare that emanates off of welding. It's one of my favorite colors. And this one has a bit of a gray into it. You can't see it here, but maybe you guys can see it like through the camera. Look at that. Oh, I don't know if you guys saw anything. No idea. But we'll just keep on going. Oh, and this is like a beautiful kind of like a sky, airy blue. You know, we're in the shallows there. Cobalt blue looks amazing. 100%, Steve. Let's see what else we got in the hold. Looks like we got a whole bunch of 2-inchers. Ooh! Oh, this one has a bit of iridescence to it, but it's this kind of very green, like tropical waters. That's beautiful. Almost maybe like a lagoon. You know what I mean? A lagoon! Wait a minute. Redondo Beach. I got this in a lagoon. Yeah. Copper's still back there raising hell. All right, let's see. Ooh, this one has a little bit of green in it. You can't quite see it until I take the tape off, but I'm really excited. Plus, I'll have to kind of film so you guys maybe will get some behind the scenes. But look at the texture on this guy. Look at that beautiful, almost like crocodile back texture. Ooh, nice opaque, lovely blue. There's so much intrigue with all these different types of blue. God. All right, a whole bunch of 2-inchers, and we'll get like a tally at the end of all this and start cutting. Okay, cool. My count was correct. Oh, look at this big guy. Oh, look at that. I feel like you almost just get lost in there. You imagine you're a 1,000 feet above the water looking down into the beautiful shallows down below. That's actually one of the things I use to fall asleep. I know this sounds probably very terrifying. I used to do a lot of rock jumping as a kid, but the way I fall asleep is I imagine, like, we're talking way up there, hundreds and hundreds of feet. You're just seeing like the barely chopping of water, and I'm falling. I'm falling and I'm falling and I'm hauling butt, and I can see the surface nearer and nearer, and then poosh, but there's very little impact. I just like descend whoosh, down, and I like spiral, and that's how I fall asleep every night. It's weird, but it's very relaxing. And then I have 2 3-inchers. Just lovely, absolutely lovely. Ooh, and this one's very thin. I gotta be careful with this one. Reminds you of blue earth water. Yes. This might be my favorite. Look at this. Look, just take a second. Just take a second. Oh, you can't see past the tape very well, but I find these blues just absolutely mesmerizing. Handsome man. Oh, you quit that. All right, we just need a count now. Oh, where's my soapstone? There it is. Okay. All right. Okay, so we have 1 4, and we have 2 3-inchers. Let's count the rest of us. So I think there's 10 twos. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Nice. 13 in total. 13 stars for this constellation. Great number. Great stinking number. 10 2-inchers. Perfect. Now, what I'm going to do next. Oh, and look. Now that we have fixed and repaired our apron, everything's working very well. I'm going to take these far away from me as I possibly can. Okay. Now, we got to go find some scrap. So I don't throw anything away. You can call me a hoarder. You can call me whatever you like. But I'm very rarely left wanting for steel. You know what I mean? If it's something you use in your art form, save every scrap you can. Greg is like, yeah, please don't break the glass. That one's best, right, Steve? Yes. Right over. They wouldn't last a day. Totally. Especially in a bombastic style shop. Kind of like mine, you know. Everything's useful eventually. God, there was a funny TikTok ages ago where it's like a father and son where it's like, we just need a piece of wood this big. And the dad's like, for 20 years I've been saving that block of wood. It's going to be perfect. Hey, quit. Did you hear him whining? You got stuck. You got stuck in there. Yes, I remember this. Kevin, wasn't that the best? Oh, hi, Sophie. It's so good to see you. No, it's all ceramic, but I must have some type of metallic finish on it. And it's got this lovely kind of seaside wash glaze over the top of it. Very apropos. Very appropriate for the work we're doing right now. Silly goose copper, I know. Get out of there. He'll like literally get himself trapped. All right, I'm gonna go grab some scrap and let's get to work. That's a good boy. There we go. Now I just need, there we go, all right. Now, for those of you that don't know, these silver Sharpies work great for stubbing your shin on the anvil. God. Work great for torch cutting. These things work great because they're a little bit high temp. Probably because there's probably super toxic silver or something in there. Ooh. But they don't like rust very much. They don't like dust. You know what I mean? So we'll see how long it lasts. We might have to go over to soapstone. Oh, I'm always blowing my pinky toes are always black because I'm always just blowing them up on stuff. I'm too busy. You know, I'm moving around. I'm walking around. Oh, that's way better. That's a way better side. Okay, let's do that side. All right. So we got ourselves like a lovely little like radius right there. So I'm going to stick this right in there. Save as much steel as we can because I want to pack as many of these little guys on there as possible. So I'm not going to grab the glass again, but that 4-inch piece will suck right onto there. And then I'll have another one of these that sandwiches them with 3 points of contact so it can't get out. No matter how hard it tries, it can't get out. Do you have steel toe caps? Yes. Steel toe boots, baby. But and which thank goodness too, because it's like having bumpers, like on bumper cars. And I'm also going to put a bunch of these inside of each other because I'm so frugal. I was about to say miserly, but I'm frugal, darn it, with my steel. Yeah, we're just gonna take our time, get these circles right, get the right count. Sometimes I'll do like half, and I'm just like, oh God, I got to go back to it. And then today we'll be cutting these out because I need to, because I made a promise that it's gonna be very hard to keep. Because that's just me, guys. That's just what I do. Casey was pissed. She was like, oh my God, we're about to leave on a trip, and you promised it would be done this week. I know, baby. I'm sorry. Yeah, so I'm like able to like fit almost all 3 of these different sizes inside each other. Is it by design? Absolutely. But this makes it very difficult for any of you that know how to torch cut. Puncturing 1/8-inch steel without it going blah or anything like that is a little difficult. So I just try to make things as hard as possible for myself, It's a good way to work on them skills. Gotta be working on them skills. Yeah, so I was able to get 3 out of this one circle. And there we go. See it? Look at all these lovely concentric rings. Also, just having these things stacked like that, I mean, come on. Get out of here. I love this. This like just that motif, just having rings. I don't know what it is. Maybe it's because I'm getting a little spacey. I don't know, but man, love it. And we only need one of these, so we're done with him. Done with him, and we just need one more of her. No, I need two. I need two. I almost did it again. There we go. It reminds me of the Minecraft build. Oh yeah, Kendall, 100%. I'm using our. It's funny. So I use our. I'm not gonna stop. I use our Minecraft server as almost a testing ground for ideas. You know, it's a great way to have a little bit of freedom to just thought experiment. You know what I mean? I think it's very important for an artist, a creator of any caliber, to be able to have freedom to experiment. Very important. So that's my space. It's my space where I do so. And yes, very reminiscent to my base on our Minecraft server that we share. Also, it misses you. Where you been? What happened with Kendall? Good enough to walk somewhere for breakfast. Kendall, that's awesome. That's great. You know, cheers for feeling good. I'm excited for these allergies to F off so we can be feeling good together. All right. I always got to remember that these multipliers, I got to make sure I account for them. You know, it's very easy to cut too many or too little. You know, sometimes takes a few recounts. You know what I mean? Yeah, it's all very time consuming. It doesn't even matter what art form that you specialize in. God, time is just wild how it works. Especially when you get into like a flow state and you're just going and all of a sudden time just races by. I really enjoyed we did a tea time. Not a tea time, but like a skill share where we all did ink monsters together. You know, when you like blow the ink around the page? That was fun. Yvonne hosted that one. That was great. Ooh. Oh, and looky here. I'll be able to sneak that little guy in there. Oh, God, you gotta love it. You got to love it. All right, I'm gonna mark this guy down. It was very fun. Scout loved your creations. I mean, they were all so freaking good. But yeah, I love how cute you make things, you know? Also, apologies again that I am so congested. I have hellish allergies right now. All this weakness is driving me crazy. Okay, let's think here. All right, well, I'm gonna stick that guy right there. The monsters turn into a landscape. See, that's what I'm talking about. Just free form creativity. You never know what's going to blossom. You know, that's the best part. It's weird. That was a very difficult exercise for me because usually I always have such a predetermined concept in mind. Like I know exactly how heavy it's gonna be, you know, how big it's gonna be, all that good stuff, long before I ever build it. So I need 20 of these little guys. 20 of them, gosh darn it. I don't know if I'm gonna be able to make this promise. Because I plane leaves Tuesday, that means I'm gonna probably have to drop it off Tuesday. We'll see. We'll see. I need 2 more of these, and I don't know if they'll fit. Not well enough. So I'm just gonna fill it full of these little guys and call her good. I use permanent markers for drawings. A ton of those, yeah. Pulling all-nighter, Max. Paul, I've been doing so, and you know, like, it's tough. It sneaks up on you. Plus, because I'll be doing heavy forging this next weekend up in Washington. So I need to reserve a little bit of energy talking to that live audience and teaching them. It's going to be tough. Definitely got my work cut out for me. Oh man, if I can get 2, that would be superb. Dang it, I don't think I can. Can I get 1 of these? You're darn right I can. There we go. And I'm going to oxyacetylene cut these because, well, 1, I don't have a plasma cutter. But 2, I just like oxyacetylene. I know I get a lot of questions like, what, Max, what the hell? Aren't you using a plasma cutter? Because, first of all, it's a billion times easier, cleaner, faster, all that good stuff. But with 1 tool, I'm able to have all the capabilities of a welder. I can cut from, gosh, razor thin steel all the way up to like 3-inch finality stuff. So we got this one all circled out. I'm going to keep this within eye distance so I can know what we have. Let's see. Do I want to use this one? Maybe I'll put this one on reserve for something else because that's a rough surface to. Oh, see, that's what I'm talking about. All right, we need 1 more of these little dudes. And I'm gonna put him right there. Take a few power naps. I wish I could nap. I'm very envious of people that can nap. I get like, maybe if I'm lucky, I'll get 6 hours of sleep, and then I'm on. Full blast. I only got like 1 gear, which is just full blast. And that's it. But I get a lot done. I try to at least. All right, that's our last 3-incher. But, and I can also stick another little 2-inch inside of it at the nexus. Channeling my inner water boy. You can do it. Oh, Littlefoot. Thank you. It's very sweet of you. You're very sweet. You know that? Quit it. I'll rot my teeth. They're too sweet. Okay. Let's do a count on our littles. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And we need 20 of these darn things. All right. Let's just get busy. Ooh, Rage. What are you saying? It's great because the numbers stand out so well. All those curves remind me of a boomerang. Oh, totally. Yeah, these are all cutouts from different projects. You know, it's funny. I wonder if you guys can like recognize some of these pieces of steel from previous projects. Like I think some of these were from the taproom chandeliers. You remember those? Copper won't quit. He's over there banging around. Batarang. Totally. Hey, jackfruit. Those are cool. I'm glad you like them. I visit them pretty often. Like Steven stopped by in my neck of the woods and we hung out. We took him. It was bingo night at Paso Robles Brew where those things hang. And we had ourselves a good old time. Took him out and his lovely wife. It was great. Great time. He's one of my apprentices. Also, friend. You know what I mean? Yeah, get it right, Rage. Batarang for sure. What was everybody's childhood superhero? Mine was definitely Batman. Batman was just so cool, you know, and like dark. Because also, when I grew up, it was all about like Batman and Batman Returns. Michael Keaton, you know, Jack Nicholson, and oh gosh, what's his name? Danny DeVito. Kendall, Captain America, Rage Wolverine, nice, appropriate. Supervillain, obviously, it was the Joker, Steven, gnarly. Wasn't into superheroes as a kid. I respect that, yeah. Other guy so much, right? He just nailed it. And he was one of the first, you know? Does Xena count? Hell yeah. I used to love that. I used to watch that with my mom. Xena and like the Hercules series. Remember Hercules? Oh my God. I I love that era of media. You know, that like early 90s, 80s kind of fantasy. Like Casey and I rewatched The 10th Kingdom not very long ago, and like it is nicey nice. Like I love that show so freaking much. There's just something so nostalgic about it all. Did I hear Val Kilmer passed? Yeah. I loved his Batman. You know, Batman Forever. He did actually very great. And like Jim Carrey as the Riddler, get out of town. That was so good. There's a very different style of Batman. You know, is a oh steady now. Very, it just felt so different. It was colorful. It was just so of like of the time. You know what I mean? Ooh, Daredevil. Have you been watching the Daredevil Born Again? I love it. It is really good. I love the long takes fight scenes, you know, where it's just like literally 10 minutes of an uncut scene where people are just battling. I don't know how they do it, but I have the deepest respect. Ever felt very camp? That term for kids use, yeah, Littlefoot, totally. And you know what? I feel like a little bit of campiness has a place. You know what? Sometimes a little camp never hurts somebody. Oh, they're making them like crazy, yeah. But like, yeah, it's all so good. I just love storytelling. Any type of storytelling, either it be movies, shows, books. Just about to finish the second book of Red Rising, and my God, I hope they do like a live action, or I think it'd actually do well as an anime. Sorry, I'm all stuffy, but that would definitely be something that needs to be done very well. Superhero. Ooh, Thor and the Joker is a weird combination. Oh, that would be a wild combination. Thor's great. Thor's always great. Oh, the Heath Ledger Joker, like there'll be never one of those again. It'll just have to look different, you know. Like he knocked it so far out of the park. I think he changed just the art form in general. Not just the character, not the role, not the even genre. I think he altered acting as we knew it. All right, how many we got? One, two, three, four, five, six, seven, eight, nine. I already lost count. One, two, three, four, five, six. Wait a minute. What am I even doing? I could have doubled up that one. Who even am I? What the heck? And yes, I do save all these circles. Of course I do. Don't be ridiculous. But I think someone asked a while back, is there going to be a long form of the Ginkgo Gate? And the answer is yes. I haven't had time to edit. It's a lot of work. You know, it's a whole other full time job. You know what I mean? But yeah, that's going to be a whole video series. I got the whole constellation series dropping now. It's going to be a lot. It's going to be a lot. One, two, three, four, five, six, seven. 7, 8, 9, 10, 14, 15. 5 left. Amazing films. Those are amazing films. Absolutely. And I feel like half of it is just because of Hans Zimmer, just Hans Zimmering it up. You know what I mean? Just what a profound conductor. Not a conductor, but a writer, creator. He's just so good at what he does. It's amazing. Creating very like atmosphere, you know, like definitely themes, but like the king of themes, I feel like was John Williams. But Hans Zimmer just somehow creates like anxious spaces, triumphant spaces so well to like just be accessories to what you're watching. Like the docking scene, you know, the docking scene in Interstellar. I'm over here like about ready to pull the armrests off of my theater chair. Like, why am I freaking out so much? And it's because Hans is over there just stressing me out, baby. And he does it all electronically. It makes no sense, right? I want to see him live one day. I think that's one of my bucket list items. As he's touring and rocking people's faces off, I think that would be a very important work to do, is go and experience Hans Zimmer live. One day. One day, baby. Can you still hear Copper raising hell behind me? Howard Shore. Oh, yes. Howard Shore, totally. Like, that's Howard Shore. I think if we can attribute a characteristic for his works, is he's able to create like feelings. Not so much atmosphere, definitely atmospheric, but like he can create feelings of like magic, of power. Like I remember playing football as a kid and like listening to the Orakai soundtrack, and just feeling like I could just do anything, like just like what the feeling of just indomitable power. Felt good. Felt good, especially when you're about to go hurt people. You know what I mean? Back in the violent days. Yeah, emotion, Littlefoot, 100%, my friend. And I love having these conversations, these creative conversations, because I feel like we can have like reassess things that are meaningful to us, or just very like we just kind of like normalize them. Like I was like, yeah, I put on some of his music in the background, but I think you'll be able to like reflect on how important it is. I think it's really important work. 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. Did I do too many? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. Uno mas, baby. Sorry, I'm congested. I got allergies. That's my excuse, at least. It's okay. No one's watching. No one's watching. Well, besides you guys. Yeah, we're going to mark this last guy down, and we're going to cut it out. We're going to fire up the oxyacetylene. It's going to be great. Ooh, yeah, great Fallout. You know what really crushed me with that soundtrack, Kendall? Is the Brotherhood of Steel soundtrack. Has no business going that hard. No business. Like, what the heck? It's so good, but it's so understated. Like it's not, it's not badass. But it is. It's that theme, and it's only comprised of like 5 notes, but it's that theme, and it's heavy. It has sorrow. It has feels of service. Badass. Okay. Ta-da! We got our circles. Now we're gonna cut them out. My sister's in an orchestra. Oh, that's so cool. What instrument do they play? Ooh, have you played Red Dead Redemption 2? It was so good. There's a reason I have not, because it is so good. My productivity would nosedive if I allowed myself to play something that awesome. That's why I never played Baldur's Gate 3. That's why I haven't picked up Avowed or any of these other games, because they will consume my life. I have very bad discipline when it comes to something that just is so good and suck you in, I have a hard time with it. Oh. Let's bring her in for a second. Let's grab some tea. Let's chat for a little bit longer, and then we'll cut. Kendall, cheers, my friend. Have a fantastic Sunday. I love being able to share these times with you guys. You know, it's fun because with the patrons, we got tea time, right? We got tea time. That's where it's very cerebral. But Sunday chats, we're here in the shop. We're getting dirty. We're cutting stuff with fire. We're about to cut steel with fire, and it's going to be a lot of fun. I need to get set up. Hang out. Enjoy the rows. I got it. Oh, we're losing lead. But I got to get things set up here. And for those of you that don't know what oxygen acetylene is, these are regulators. These are very important because there is like thousands of pounds of pressure inside of these cylinders. It's kind of terrifying when you really think about it. But these cylinders only allow a certain amount of gas out at any given time. The green is oxygen. Green is oxygen. And black or red is acetylene. And acetylene is very flammable. And so is oxygen. But when they're mixed, woo, doggies. Thousands and thousands of degrees. Hot stuff. Oboe. Yeah, oboe. You betcha. Great instrument. Tchaikovsky kicked ass with the oboe. Hey, irons in the fire. How are you, my friend? Welcome, member. From my front porch in Tennessee, I bet it's beautiful. Best wishes, my friend. Cheers, buddy. I hope you're having the greatest Sunday you could have. Fellow long hair, oi, all right, good deal. Can't stand having my hair down with forging. Oh, totally. When it gets hot, it's sometimes bun and bandana, you know. I played clarinet for 2 years, Greg. That's awesome. I was a trombone guy. I don't know. For some reason, tromboners are the class clowns. She's played pieces by Philip Glass. Oh, his work is incredible. Absolutely wonderful. Hey, Fade. Cheers. We got a bunch of circles marked down. We've had great conversations. We picked you guys a rose. We're about to cut. Stravinsky, yes. With the French horn. Oh, God, I love me some good French horn. There's a, while I'm designing, there's a very specific brass Toccata and Fugue in D minor by J.S. Bach that I always go back to. You know, it's like a sousaphone, a French horn, and 2 trumpets. I can't get my fingers don't do that. And 2 trumpets, and it's so good. Toccata and Fugue in D minor, brass, and it's an old video, but it's got all those cool lightings, you know, bringing it all the way back to doing like neat gem tones from media. It's beautiful. It's kind of greenish. Look it up. You'll thank me later. It's just great. Great for focus because it's complex. Complexity, I think, inspires complexity. But I put that on whenever I need to get inspired. I have a lot of different like things that'll like loop me in. But when we're talking about LEDs and all those beautiful gem tones that are created between the cyan, the magenta, and all that, it brings me back to like old school Star Trek. You remember those like alien planets, and they would have all these like chartreuse and green landscapes. Ah, I loved it. Like those caves and stuff. I think that's what inspired me with that. Yeah, Philip Glass, 100% rack. Where am I from? Central Coast of California. Yeah. And I apologize because I got some pretty severe allergies right now. So I got the sniffles. Got the darn sniffles. But let's move you. I'm gonna cut these. I'm gonna figure out how I want to do that. Let's rig up. All right, I think that'll get us close at least. Here, let me grab you. With your permission, of course. Let's see. Would that work? Bring you guys down. There we go. Sweet. I love it. We got tall, yeah. All right, I'm gonna grab this so I can brace my hand on something. God, it is a beautiful day too. You know? All right, let's raise that up just a skosh. Let's do that. What the world? There we go. So, that mixture kind of combines inside of the cutting torch, and that's how we're gonna cut this thing. But I'm gonna put a different tip on this because this is very fine material. I need to go grab something real quick. I'll be right back. All right, on my way back. We're gonna need this. I need to find that tip. Let's see here, I got my sunnies. Come on. What the hell are you doing, dude? Quit. Come. No. These are like dragging my papers out and stuff. Lost his damn mind. All right, somewhere in here is a better tip for what I need to do. There it is. All right. Now, numero uno. We need a nice clean tip, and I don't want to use that tip cleaner. That'll do. Okay. Now, tip cleaners have a bunch of little tools inside. I'm going to start by making sure this is nice and flat. It's almost like a little file. Get this nice and flat. That's how I get good cuts. Nice and sharp. You know what I mean? Now, there's a bunch of little holes. 6 of them are for the acetylene, and the center one is for my oxygen. That oxygen jet, controlled by this trigger, is what, pushes the liquid steel out. Oh, that's too big. Very fine holes, this one. Let me grab another tip cleaner. One of these darn tip cleaners will have the right diameter in here. Not yet. I need to sort through these darn things. All right, let's see here. So it's almost like a little pipe cleaner. It goes in there and yeah, we just clean it up. Just make sure we get each and every one of them and not break one of these little cleaners out inside of the hole, because that's bad. Make sure we don't have any soot, foreign debris. So a lot of sparks are created, in this thing. And much like changing a tire, we're doing like star pattern. You know what I mean? Okay. Let's go back inside this case. And we got a relatively nice little clean tip. Oh, come on now. Who tightened that thing down? Me. So this tip I use for cutting like 3/8 or 1/4 inch. And this is my smallest one, which is like 1/16, 1/8 inch. It's not meant for that, but if you're good, you can do it. All right. There's that. Boink. Make sure I got ground, gas. Okay. So there's a good little rule of thumb. You open the oxygen all the way up, right? That valve that's at the top of it. You open that thing all the way up because it reseals wide open. It like reseals itself. I'm gonna take this off because I don't want to damage it. But the acetylene, you only crack it and give it like one turn, because if anything were to go awry, like all hell breaking loose and fire and brimstone, kind of very, very like apocalyptic in here, you can close that thing down in a hurry. But I'm not anticipating anything like that's gonna happen. And these are not actually just sunglasses. These are shade 5 safety glasses. Shade 5 because the fire that comes out of this thing is like blindingly bright. Don't worry, you don't need them watching today because the camera's not able to create such brightness. So let me do this. All right. We're all teed up. I'm gonna move you back a little bit so I don't like ruin my phone, because we can't have that. I need this darn thing. Oh, I wonder if I can zoom. Oh, I can zoom. How about that, huh? Oh, we're learning stuff, guys. Oh yeah, let's get on in there. Okay, so what I find really important is obtaining a nice neutral flame, which means that it's nice and balanced, and it starts with acetylene. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna make this flame come out not going right, not or just barely puttering out of this thing. I want the beginnings of a feather, right? Watch. There's some old oxygen still, so it's barely feathering. That's what I'm looking for right there. That's what I'm looking for, baby. And then you introduce oxygen. And what I'm looking for is, see how you can still see the oxygen when I blast it? I want it to connect with those little tiny cones, those little wee cones, and it doesn't move when I hit the blast, but just so. Very important. All right, we don't need a real hot flame for this. Let's just get to cutting. I'm gonna start on the inside, I think. Let me just square up. It's all about building yourself a nice sturdy frame. Actually, I don't want this in there. It's uncomfy. Yeah, I'm gonna start on the inside and work my way out. And it usually takes a while, take your time, relax. There we go. We cut the center out, and we're gonna cut the outside. Boom. And I like to think of it as like an Etch-a-Sketch, right? You got this way, and you got this way. And you're using them in concert. It's like, remember trying to draw a circle with an Etch-a-Sketch? It ain't easy. Yeah, we're just gonna get on in here and oh, we pop. There you go. And if you do it kind of speedy, like right before you're gonna like outrun your puddle, it'll be very clean. Very, very clean. But when it's 1/8 inch steel, you're hauling butt. You're cooking, you know what I mean? It's all about nice, smooth movements, right? Nice and fluid. You know, you can't be like bing, bong, boom, boom, because it won't work. All right, let's get it. Let's get focused here. Okay, let's get on in there. So now this is going to be one of our doublers. Another little thing is I'm trying to keep this whole thing together, right? Because if it starts falling apart, if you know, like if I start like taking all these pieces out, it gets really unstable. If that makes any sense. So I'm trying to keep them all webbed together. Yeah, just good old normal day here in the shop. Funny, people are always asking me, it's like, oh my God, what is it like, you know, don't you get burned? I'm like, hell yeah, I'm constantly getting burned. Like I got burned many times already. It's all right, you get used to it. It's like anything, like cat groomers or something like that. They're used to just getting, like, goodness, getting eviscerated. Like I would have a hard time with that, you know? But they're used to it. Just like anything. Yeah. You guys want me to change your angle a little bit? Here, you change your angle. Would that work? Oh, you know what? I can maybe lower this leg. Don't look at me like I know what I'm doing. I don't know what the hell I'm doing. All right, let me see. Would that work? Ah! Maybe. Maybe, baby. Yeah. There we go. Now you can see what the heck I'm actually even doing. Where's my striker? There it is. Cover! Stop that. He's ripping my paper up. Trying to get to something, you know? There we go. All right, we're back, baby. Here we go. And it's all about like getting a nice little frame and getting comfy. Okay, we're working our way, making our way downtown. God, it's beautiful today too. Ooh. And also, these cuts aren't super crucial. I'm going to be grinding and cleaning these up regardless. It's mainly just to get the shape, and then I'll perfect it later. And that stained glass goes right in betwixt them. Something's burning. It's not me, is it? No, we're all good. Definitely smell something sizzling. I don't know where it is. It's all right, it'll show itself at some point. It's funny how they start breaking off because the steel is beginning to shrink as it cools. I'm trying to keep it all together as long as I can so that I have a little bit of stability here rather than working on one little individual little piece, you know what I mean? Go too fast. Last one on this sheet. we go. Sweet, I'm gonna let that cool. Allergies. Oh, goodness me. Bradley, it's okay, buddy. It's all right being late. But I am about to roll out. I got that other sheet to cut up, but I want to make sure I document it like on here and on the big camera and stuff like that for YouTube later on. I'm really hoping you guys are enjoying the Constellation series. That's what this here is for. But yeah, I just really hope you guys have a really nice Sunday, or at least get one. Make it a good old Sunday. I'm about to go to Taco Takeover with some comrades. It's going to be great. Well, Greg, your allergies been terrible too? Hitting the Claritin hard. Yeah, you got to do something. Mine's not working. Maybe I developed an immunity to it or something. Rack, you too, my friend. Keep sharing your art with us. We're the better for it. But I really, same old thing. I freaking love you guys, Don't forget to love each other, okay? Do something kind for someone today. You got all day. It's a good one. Saturday or Sunday, baby. But take care. Oh, wait a minute. Wait a minute. This is for all of you. Have a great day, everybody. Take care. Bye-bye then.